Went for a walk today. It was a long walk. Sorry. Wasn't really ready. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm so fucking impressed with myself. Dun, 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 dun. It's been fucking hours since I've inhaled this at all. Whew. I'm so proud of myself. Can't even show you the thing. I was here it is. This fucking tampon thing, right? I've endured this the whole fucking time. That was a long walk. I must have left it like, it was 3:30 because I knew I had 90 minutes to get there. It's now 8:30. That's 5 hours of not inhaling from this beloved treatment of ecstasy. Nicotine. At least I had this. If I didn't have this tampon inhaler, where the fuck did it go? I just had it. Here it is. I've only got 4 things. Okay. There are too many things in my pocket, but less things than normal. I've got these, and I tell you what, these are a godsend. These are the AirPod version 2. The AirPod version 1s were shit. The microphones, nobody could hear what I was saying. The audio was okay, but it didn't understand Hey Siri, so I had to say, Hey Siri, you cunt, right, all the time. Because she fucking didn't understand me. And I'm looking at you because you are my phone. Still going through innovations. The greatest thing about this Quest 5-hour walk that I just returned from, and I still haven't inhaled that, even though I just told you it's right fucking there. What I haven't done is put a little sticker around the camera, so I can't exactly see where you are. Apple decided not to put any kind of marking to show where the camera actually is on this side. The greatest thing about that walk was the dogs. Puppies. There were so many puppies. It's awesome here, being end of April. I've been stressed out of my brain. There's risk, global domination, that I play every fucking day, and I'm fucking crazy about fucking the assholes who are fucking attacking me, and then I fucking get them back. I'm Grandmaster, then Master, then Grandmaster again. Anyway, it's a struggle. But the biggest thing, apart from all the renovations and shit, I'm walking around on fucking broken bits of metal and nails sticking out of the floor, is my reunion. 26 years. It was supposed to be a 25-year reunion last year, but it was COVID, right? So it's been postponed until 2 days from now. I've got to face my friends. Sorry. Who abandoned me when I was in lockup on suicide watch in handcuffs, where I wasn't allowed to smoke at all. But they all still continued to see each other and have great lives, and all have kids and get married, and I'm still fucking alone. But I live with a roof over my head now, which is brilliant. So I've been on kind of a pub crawl little bit. Just on the way home, just to pick up some deliveries. The question was, do I need to replace this hairpiece? Given that every time I have a shower, because as you know, this hairpiece sheds like a motherfucker. Can't remember the date I put it on originally. But it has, the knots are not, there are no knots. They're not tied in. It's V-looped lace. Can you imagine? I've shown you. Anyway, basically it comes, the moment you lift this up, the hairs stay in the glue and come out of the fucking netting. This stuff was diagnosed to me. Don't think that's a phrase. Don't think doctors would be okay with that. I've been using this. This and this. This for my eyebrows and sideburns, and this for my hair. It feels like I've totally cleared up my dandruffy eczema alopecia. So, if you're flaky all over the place, if you wear a black shirt and it's all covered in white specks, this kind of shit is what you gotta do. Medication actually works from time to time. Don't know what fucking cactus they pulled it out of the Amazon, but it fucking works. And look, it's got a nice medical colour to it. Imagine using shampoo that colour. Even smells medical. Feels like shampoo. But here's something that's interesting. It doesn't matter, that is not relevant. What is relevant is water. This hairpiece, knots. When I say knots, it means it tangles. It tangles. It tangles like fucking crazy. This hairpiece must consist of really chemically dried out hairs, because it will not behave flowy. The moment it gets wet, or if I do anything like that, it'll fucking tangle like crazy. And for that and other reasons, I feel like I should simply take off this hairpiece now, while I've still got 1.5 days until I've got to go and see these friends. There is no discipline required for me to go and confront these people. If I just accept that life is about being civil, with no passion, no love, no connectedness, no glory, no feelings of permanence, no unconditional love, just breath and mundane moderation of living. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with living a life of just wiping your ass and getting back to work every single day? The routine, the Western routine, just Western, everywhere. Marriage, kids, grandparentage, retirement, death. I understand the perspective of tennis players, golf players, chess players who are going for gold, triathletes, anyone, Rubik's Cube speed fucking solvers. I understand these people. At least they strove and achieved, or at least they tried to achieve, and then life had some kind of game meaning thing to them. Now I understand the whole quest for the pussy, because fuck, if you ever even get close to a vagina, it's like you won the lottery. It's like ding, 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 ding. Like your numbers, ding, 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 ding. And the Powerball number is 37. Oh my God, right? There's the pussy. You won life. I understand that. But I haven't looked for that I haven't been with a girl for years. I haven't socialized with a friend for months. So it's like I might see a friend 3 months ago, and then before that 6 months ago, another time before that maybe a week ago, and then before that 7 months ago. It's just me and my family occasionally. What's your life like? What's your connectedness like? I understand that, like, I mean, I always thought I'd come back on a white horse. I won life, I win, thank you, right? When I return triumphantly to these friends for whatever fucking, how many decade reunion I need to go back and see them. And I thought I would succeed as an actor, and I'd be like, I'd like to thank the Academy. Thank you, thank you. It's like, yeah, I saw Russell Crowe the other day, right? Yeah, we were hanging out, we were playing chess, or pool, or just fucking smoking cocaine for the first time. Crack. Can you smoke crack? Is that how it works? I've never smoked cocaine. But I know you can dip a joint into cocaine. I don't know what that's called, but there's a thing. Right, and then this other guy, this black guy in America told me a blunt is when you roll the weed in a tobacco leaf and you smoke that entire fucking thing instead of using paper. Anyway, drug protocols, drug claims of being successful in the drug trade. I party. But the problem is, none of this matters to these motherfuckers now because they've all got kids. Their lives are all... They'll have a lot in common compared to me. There's nothing I have in common with anyone. Except for the general fucking definition of how life is supposed to be. But I'm glad I have a full head of hair instead of being bald. That's one good thing. So in terms of dropping down to the bottom level, where I could have been even worse, like I haven't had to face them at a reunion where I was still living covered in mosquito bites from sleeping next to a building with fucking rain coming in at me, and I'm covered in fucking a plastic garbage bag or something. I'm not doing that. I've got a fucking house now, or an apartment. So, but no claims of glory. A friend killed himself recently, or I found out he killed himself recently, and I went to the memorial. I was going to stop a lollipop lady, you know, one of those ladies who has the stop sign for the children at the crossroads outside schools. She was about 80. She was smiling and waving to one of the mothers in one of those expensive Porsche four-wheel drives who was like picking up her kids. And she was like holding onto her smile for a long time with her lollipop stick and thinking, we have a connection or some shit, right? Why should she need that? Like, she's been around since the 20s or whatever the fuck. No, can't say that anymore. Old people weren't born in the 20s anymore. That's mega old. That's 100. And if you were born in 1920, you're now 101 years old. I gotta get my shit together. The problem is, the old generation now, and I'm not ready for this, are my parents. which makes me the fucking responsible parent generation. And here are my children. Exactly. I'm way behind. So what do you do? I wear hair. No. I could say I'm a musician. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm a survivor. An actor. It's like I'm a nobody who likes to dress up and pretend he's got something going on. But then again, so is everybody else. But some people get paid for it. That's the difference, I suppose. And they provide for their family. But then they kind of feel a bit stuck, don't they? I bet a lot of them wish they were in my position, but then kind of probably not, because they've already done a lot of hard work to get where they're at. You know what I wonder? It could be to the point now where people have actually died or become divorced or whatever else, right? One guy I'm kind of half in contact with, a friend from school. He's worth at least $250 million. I know. Yeah. I've earned those lines. That's not something I speak much about, is it? I do this, right, sometimes, and I pretend like I should have fucking facelift and all that sort of stuff. But more I'm talking about the wiriness of greys and stuff. I do intend to get drunk that night and make a fool out of myself. We'll see who the nerds actually are. But it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Being a geek or a nerd or whatever other status that school bestows upon you is now irrelevant because you're going home to your kids. I don't even understand how social hierarchy works in that domain. The parent domain. Status no longer even kind of matters in that situation, does it? I don't know. It feels like status ends the moment you walk out of the school. The thing is, status does matter in everyday kind of life. Not if you sit at home and you just order everything online like I do and don't fucking leave the house. In that situation, status does not matter. And this is what I was going to say. All those cute little waggly-tailed puppies that I saw that filled my heart with joy. By the way, here's my thought about how love works. Oxytocin, right? Happiness comes from a source and you feel happy because of something, right? If happiness comes from, wow, that's an amazing car, or that's a sexy woman, or that's a cute little puppy, or I love, or my mum is giving me happiness. You love each and every single one of these things. They're giving you that oxytocin chest distribution of chemicals that make you feel satisfying. Love, right? So I'm just saying love and happiness are identical. Love is the feeling you get in your chest when you want to hug something. Sort of almost like thanking it to get that connection. Thank you for giving me the happiness. Let's close the circle now and just embrace. Hatred is probably the feeling you get when you hate, when you want to hurt something. It's caused you pain and now you feel the urge to attack it. You feel hatred. I think emotions and the reactions are pretty simple in a lot of ways. We've come up with a lot of words. Like if somebody gives you happiness, you can blame them for making you happy and therefore give gratitude and want to embrace with them in a feeling of love. So my word use of blame in that situation, it's got connotations of negativity, but it's got the same basic definition as allocate You allocate. You blaming is equal to what's the positive version of blame? Anyway, what I'm saying is, if you find words that have the same verb, as in verb, not as in speechal, verb, as in to do, right? There are certain words that you can use that sound like they've got connotations, but it all works out to be, I've allocated, that thing has given me happiness, I now feel oxytocin love for that thing, that Lamborghini, that puppy, my mother, I'm going to say father, my girlfriend. Love. Do you feel it all the time for each particular thing? No, I just chop my finger off. I'm not thinking love at all. My mum says, no, are you saying that when you chop your finger off you don't love your mother anymore? I say, yeah. I'm not thinking about anything except trying to get my finger back onto my stump. And she's like, no, you still love. I said, no, you're mixing up the general term of I love from time to time, or in general I get oxytocin feelings for that thing, that person or whatever, the puppy. Cars, people and puppies. They're the things. Now there are more things you can do. You can love. You could love a tree. Like there was a tree planted when I was born, the day I was born, the week I was born. I go back and I visit that 43-year-old tree from time to time and I hug the tree. It's like my tree self, more than my brother. It's a different species completely, right? It just stays there and grows much bigger than me. He's taller than me, I can tell you that. 43 years has given this tree. I don't know what kind of tree, it's like fucking oak tree or something. It's fucking big now, 43 years old. It will outlive me as well, I'm pretty sure. It'd be disappointing. I hope that that tree outlives me. I would rather die. I want to be, this is for my will and testament, right? I want my ashes to be sprinkled at the base of my tree after, organs have been given to who needs them. Like if there's a pig who's having problems with their kidneys, give my kidney to that pig so that the pig can survive. Not talking much about hair. What is this channel about though? It's called Stick on Hair, and I'm doing that, so fucking check. One good thing about this, one good piece of news is, despite the fact that I don't pursue the pussy, right? I still love the pussy. It's like the lottery, as I said. If you ever see one, even the shape of a woman in my brain goes bing, 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 bing. But I know I don't want to fucking get sued for looking at that the wrong way. I'm just going to keep walking, right? I don't want some cop fucking shoving me into a back of a divvy van for looking. So I'd rather not be involved. How much price and how get this product? This is what just popped up on my screen just now. I have over 800 unread comments that I haven't got around to answering. I'm sorry. This is why I keep saying to you guys, please answer each other's questions, right? It is a community. It's like a forum, right? I might be standing here making a fool out of myself, telling you about my reunion and death and fucking love and hate. Just trying to figure it out as I splash words into this little black dot here. This is what I'm doing. I'm basically drunk and talking to myself. But I'm talking to a black dot, so I feel like I've got companionship. I used to talk to God, but now I've come to the realization that God is only existing in creatures with minds like yours. So when I speak to your brain, your leaves of the tree of life, and your little leaf goes into the fucking branch and into the trunk. And that is the immortal fucking being at the center of the universe. Or some shit. All of us are just leaves of the one being. And when we remember who we are, we will go, oh, I'm a tree. The end. And it'll go, now what? Smash up the jigsaw puzzle and start again. Yeah, the lollipop lady. I wanted to ask her, you've been alive for ages, obviously, look at you. So, how many people you know have killed themselves? I mean, how much trouble would you be willing to go to continue day after day wiping your ass and drying your armpits? Life just goes on and on and on and on. It's a loveless, thankless, gloryless bullshit fucking existence, and if you don't have children and a wife and other things to fucking occupy your mind, who are you trying to impress here? You're gonna die anyway, right? Are you hoping to obtain material possessions? You're hoping to watch little plants grow? I didn't overwater them. They're doing pretty good. They're little seedlings that came from the supermarket with every $30 purchase. So, but I didn't stop and ask her, how many of your friends have killed themselves? Have you seen a lot of suicide in your life? Like, is it common? I mean, how many people would you assume? I mean, it seems obvious that you should kill yourself. Like, if you're not getting love from anywhere, I mean, I say love, happiness. See, the thing is, you can be so fucked up that you don't have the motivation to look for it or even feel it coming into you. Yeah, right? You're fucked. I might write a story about the swing. Just reading text messages. I was thinking about writing a story about a swing. The swing, once you just kick your legs a little bit, just keep going, it's easy life. But if you fucking stop, everything's hard now. You shouldn't have stopped. And if you stop for too long, it'll just go start getting rusty. At that point, even then your fingers are just like fucking rusted almost around the edges of the chains of the swing, and you're fucked up, right? And you are just dying, basically. And if somebody doesn't come and help you, and they can't just come and go, wee, come on, let's just go, right? They have to be gentle and start oiling the chains and giving you little bits of water in a thimble, right? And helping you. Because if nobody comes and cares about you in that way, like in the savannah of Africa, animals just fucking who are old or, you know, got a limp, they're fucking dead. They don't care about each other, they don't look after each other. They'll try a little bit, like if it's a calf and there are a whole bunch of buffalo fighting against a lion and an alligator or whatever. It's an awesome video I saw where there was a sort of a tug of war. You've got to watch it. I don't want to tell you what happens to the calf. Just look up battle, calf, crocodile, lion, buffalo. It was awesome. So it's one of the best pieces of footage I've ever seen. There are certain times in nature where humans aren't involved and there's still kindness. It's good that we've got cameras. I love that we've got cameras. Without cameras, it's just got to be parts of people's memories, and then memories die. we're now able to watch things from times before the oldest person even existed. Well, we're talking about cave paintings as well, obviously, but they don't count, right? It's the footage that counts. Writing counts to some extent. If I were you and I was about to kill myself, which you probably are, you look like you're about to fucking die. Thanks for watching, by the way. Your final moments. If I were you, I'd be like, all right, life is fucking shit. One thing you can do is just wonder this one thing. What was the first, earliest thing ever written? What did somebody write? What was their message? It's probably like beans, 2 goats, and a bale of hay. And you'd be like, all right, that's what I thought. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's burning alive. Don't know how to mime burning alive. Should be like. Anyway, should I take this off? No, I'm not going to. But you can see it's lifting at the bit there, right? That needs to be glued down a bit at the front. Let's do that now. Okay. Can I do it neatly? I'm always using tape now because just using a lipstick applicator is just still messy. If it was poly, which I'm... Oh, by the way, I ordered from not LordHair again. I ordered from Hairbro because remember how I sent back a hairpiece that was color number 3 and I needed it to be probably color number 4. Yeah, I couldn't wait. I looked at the tracking online, and due to COVID and fucking DHL or whatever the fucking company is, I realized that's gonna take ages for my delivery to them to arrive at their doorstep. So I went ahead and paid for another one. I was going to get 2 because you save 10%, and so instead of $220 per hairpiece, it was like $197 per hairpiece. But yeah, they ran out of stock. It was a very problematic. And the other thing is, they have these points or something. If you spend over $150. You get points you can allocate to take $20 off here and there. This is hairbro.com, by the way. This feels messy. I'm just going to put a bit of glue there, that's all I'm going to do. I feel like I shouldn't even touch this. Sometimes with lace you feel like, why the fuck did I even bother? That's how I feel right now. It's worse than it started with. Yeah, so anyway, there were problems with the Hairbro website. The discount was applied, so it went from 219 or 400 and whatever it was, and then reduced down to such and such price after the discounts or whatever. But then the discounts were removed when I checked out with PayPal. And I thought, no, I'm not going to pay for this the full price without the discounts because the fucking machine's broken. I went back and then it started fucking up the entire system. The back button broke things on the website because it was already fucking up because the discount wasn't applied and so. Anyway, I tried to do it again and again and it said, out of stock. And I thought, the other ones that were out of stock were already saying out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, available, and that was the one I clicked on. And then I realized I'd ordered 2, so I thought maybe if I order just 1, don't get any discount at all, pay full price or whatever, fucking do it. Right, still some discount for points I accrued from the previous purchase. So, without using PayPal, because their PayPal interface is fucking broken. Half their website's broken. Hairbro.com is broken mostly. Anyway. I did see potential. I've ordered it and I've paid for it and it's on its way. Apparently. While my other piece, return piece, is on its way to them. But they have faster delivery than me. I have to deal with DHL and fucking filling out forms to say, please leave it in my letterbox instead of take return to sender if I'm not home. Package delivery has become a major problem in the world. We're in need of extreme reform. And until we get replicators, 3D printers that can just print whatever the fuck we want, I'm gonna have to reapply this glue as well, or this tape. That's just not coming off at all, is it? And also, why am I peeling it off if it fucking works? Get off me. Useless. That's like trying to slam a door and it closes gently. Fucking annoying, man. Lucky I'm not in an angry mood. Fuck, alright. It was fucking fine, man. It was lifting a tiny bit. I probably should have just used the lipstick applicator and avoided all of this shit. Okay, I'll start by wiping any sweat off my brow. Tell me what a brow is, please. Where is the brow? I assume it's somewhere around here. Where the fuck is my brow? This is the one video I'll have that the hairpiece actually looks better at the start of the video than the end of the video. How much that's lifted up. Lace really doesn't want to exist, does it? Fucking, why did I bother? See, with this is the thing. With lace, you just got to accept its limitations because it looked fine before. This is not going to improve it. It'll still be shit. And I've ruined it in order to improve it 0.01%, which is not worth it. There needs to be a threshold of bad hairpiece-ness happening before you decide, I need to fix this. And I don't think I reached it. And yet I'm fucking trying to fix it anyway. My fingers keep doing this. I'm trying to stop them. Stop it! Stop it! Tape. I don't fucking do this. I realise you don't need to fucking make it in pieces. Just bend it on its way across. Okay? God, you're fucking ugly. Look at you. I can't be bothered exploring what that fucking vaginal discharge is happening over there. I can't be fucked fixing it. Yeah, that'll do. Shit glue, but whatever. By the way, if you are in the United States, everything's about to fall off like the TV show Tipping Point. Look, that's better, thinner. I am very lucky at this time of year. The temperature in this room is 20.7 degrees Celsius. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a warm temperature considering that outside it's probably about 8 degrees Celsius. Don't know what that is in fucking old man language. Americans, you're just gonna have to evolve a bit. I'm fucking sick of having to translate for you. Evolve much? Fucking hell. The rest of the world is sick of having to pick up after your shit. We're number one. Alright. Now I think I've run out of things to say to you at all. So that's the end of the video.